Hey everybody, happy Sunday. Welcome to another Sunday series. So we're still in the month of October, a little bit breezy, but it's incredibly beautiful today here in Colorado. I think it's like 75 degrees. So it's absolutely beautiful, a little breezy. Thought I would come outside to practice. There's not going to be a ton of outdoor practices coming up, probably starting next week. We're supposed to kind of dip down and going with the alignment theme. And I'm hoping that you have been just more aware of your thoughts, your words, and your actions. And if they truly are in alignment, it's really quite easy to be in alignment when life is going fairly well. It's a little bit harder to be in alignment when our life is challenging. And I was sharing sort of this alignment with my students, of course, again this week, and we were really talking about, when we're in our car, a physical car, we hit a bump and it kind of takes our car out of alignment. It takes a lot of effort to get back into alignment, and sometimes we don't even realize we're out of alignment in our daily living, in our thoughts, words, and actions, because we've become so accustomed to complaining, to gossiping, to being negative, to worrying, to putting ourselves in the future and having conversations that probably will never happen, right? Which takes us out of alignment. And then when we decide, like, hey, I'm tired of being that person that's just kind of a downer to be around, or a complainer, or just critical of everything, we have to work really hard to get ourselves in alignment. And that starts with our thoughts, right? It starts with, then what do we say about ourselves, and all of that. So I wanted to just kind of simplify our practice today, because I feel like sometimes when we try to integrate all of these lessons that yoga teaches us through the Yoga Sutras, we can get pretty overwhelmed. And coming back to just the basics, right? Just the basics of a physical practice, an asana practice, can remind us that there is simplicity in the other parts of yoga, right? There's simplicity in it. We don't have to chew off the whole Yoga Sutra book. We can take one or two of those principles, like truth, which is such an important one, like just having saucha, which is a cleanliness and order to our environment and to our inner self. That's a good one to think about. Restraint and not having too much greed in our lives, whatever that is. If it's too much coffee, too much gossip, too much television, too much things that maybe are pulling you out of alignment, right? Or at least preventing you from being back in alignment. So those are just a few of the sutras that I really like to think about. So I thought for the practice today, we would just be a simple breakdown, a simple Sun Salutation A, which is sort of the basis of all vinyasa practice. Then we change it and we make some add-ons. I just want to teach you the basic Sun Salutation A. And in a traditional practice, we typically would face the east to do this practice, which the east is that way for me. Um, it's most often practiced in the morning. It's sort of a prayer practice if you are a very traditional yogi. And you would do this 108 times, which there's a whole mystical meaning around that number 108. I may have a YouTube video about that somewhere in my collection. But we're just going to do a basic sun salutation. I'm going to break it down super slow. And then we're going to do a few rounds so that you kind of get into this idea of what you set an intention for your day. And to maybe that intention to be like, today I am going to be aware of my thoughts, words, and actions. And then you move through a series of sun salutations, maybe 5 or 10 or 20, and just let it kind of embed in your spirit and in your body. So we're going to start. I'm actually going to face the west, which is at the top of the mat. I do have my yoga blocks because I want to keep my spine in alignment. And you don't have to use yoga blocks. I like the way that it feels in my body, but you don't have to. Okay, so we're going to start at the top of our mat. You choose whichever direction you want to be at. Turn your palm feet are in a line, not stuck feeding it out. We've got nice straight lines that we've been working on all month long. Just take an easy breath here. Don't overcomplicate this, okay? There's plenty of ways we can add on to this, but we're going to keep it super simple. Arms are going to circle up to the sky. Eyes are going to follow. Take a breath. On your exhale, swan dive forward and bring your hands to your blocks, your shins, or the floor. Take a halfway lift, straighten the legs, straighten the arms, straighten the spine. Exhale, bend your knees, bend your elbows. Roll the spine up to stand. This is what we call a half sun salutation. We're only doing one of those, and now we're going to get serious with the sun salutation A. Inhale, circle up to the sky, take a breath. Exhale, swan dive forward, hands to the blocks, the shale, plant your hands, step both feet back. We're going to be in a high push-up position. Okay, if this is not available in your body, you can drop to your knees. I encourage you to try the toes at least once. We're going to shift forward slightly, about 2 inches. Take a breath in. On your exhale, bend your elbows. Let them touch your ribs. Slowly lower down. Untuck your toes. Squeeze your elbows back by your waist. Peel your heart up, baby cobra. Lower your forehead, tuck your toes, exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Whoa, hit the bird bath. Exhale, step it forward and through. Inhale to a high lunge. Exhale, hands return to the mat, and we step forward into a forward fold. Look up, breathe in, reach up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Halfway lift, hands to blocks or shins. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands, step both feet back to the push-up. Lean forward slightly. Exhale, lower the body. Untuck the toes. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Left leg, inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, hands return to the mat. Step it on forward, forward fold. And roll the spine to stand. That's one round. That's one round. Both sides, one round. Okay, so I'm going to cue you in to breathe. Breathe when you need to breathe. You can always lower down and just take that little baby cobra with the heart squeezing that way, elbows tucked back. But now I'm going to show you a traditional chaturanga. It's called where you do not lower all the way down. You simply come about this far from the mat and then untuck those toes and push the heart up, thighs away from the mat. It's called an upward, strong enough, core, arms. If you're not able to do a plank to a lower, I would not suggest upward facing dog. I would stick with modified plank and cobra. Okay, so it's going to be sort of your option one. It doesn't mean that I'm better than because I can do chaturanga. It just simply means I've been doing it a long time. My body's stronger and I can do it without crunching my low back. Okay, so it takes time, but that's the option. So feet are going to come. Maybe set that intention for the following hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, the rest of this day. Have your words, your thoughts, and your actions be aligned with what's most important to you. Circle your arms to the sky. Take a breath. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Halfway lift to reset the spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale to shift forward. Exhale to lower. Flip your feet. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, hands return, and you step to a forward fold. Halfway lift to reset the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Circle and sweep, arms to the sky, big breath. Exhale, swan dive down. Halfway lift, hands find the mat. Exhale, step back. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower the body. Inhale, upward facing or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, hands plant, forward folds. Halfway lift, forward folds. Heel the spine up to stand, close your eyes, and exhale, one round. We're gonna do two more together. Inhale, circle up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, step it back. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, hands return. Feet together, forward fold. Halfway lift, forward fold. Circle and sweep, up we go. Right back down, exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step on back, shift forward. Exhale to lower. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, step it forward. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, hands return. Right foot meets the left, forward fold. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Heel the spine up to stand. Get to the top, close your eyes, exhale. That's another round. Take a breath. Okay, notice how the heart rate begins to elevate. The breath becomes swift. The body becomes linked to movement. Okay, and that is what keeps us present. As we move through another round of sun salutation, notice how the mind is completely in with the body. You're thinking about the right leg lifting. You're thinking about that exhale through. You're thinking about the inhale up. You're thinking about the exhale back down. And there becomes this rhythm in your body and in your breath that has nothing to do with the future or the past. It is simply now. And the more that we spend now here practicing, the more we're going to spend now that out there in life. Okay, so the sun salutation is designed many benefits. Of course, physically, heart rate, we start to get some mobility in the joints. We get strength in our shoulders, strength in our core. There's so many benefits, but to me, the biggest benefit is right here, right now. I'm not thinking about what's next. I'm simply thinking about where am I going on my mat? Where am I having this? Well, but if I'm not going to do it right, then I'm not good enough. It's just me and my body and me and my breath. And I'm eliminating all that chatter and that noise that happens up here that then starts to get us to another round. Turn your palms, take a breath. Empty your breath. Circle your arms to the sky, breathe in. Exhale, swan dive down. Take a halfway lift and find that forward fold. Step back, plank. Inhale, rock forward, couple inches. Exhale, lower. Inhale, flip your feet, push your heart up. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, high lunge, get long and strong. Exhale, hands return. Step forward into a forward fold. Take a halfway lift and a fold. Circle and sweep all the way up to the side. Last time, exhale, swan dive. Halfway lift. forward fold, feet step back. Of course, you can also jump back, rock forward, exhale, lower, inhale, lift your heart, exhale, down dog, inhale, left leg to the sky, exhale, step it through, inhale, up we go, exhale, hands return, feet come together, forward fold, peel the spine to stand, get to the top, turn your palms. That was the sun salutation that I was taught. I'm just going to show you what you might refer to in a class if you were to take a class, especially at a into the sky, a forward fold, a halfway lift, a jump back or step back to plank, a lower down, either knees or toes, either a cobra or an up dog, a down dog, and a hop back to the front. Okay, so there's no lunges in this chaturanga. It's a great way to build endurance in the core. It's a great way to find the present moment. It's a great way to kind of stoke that inner fire. But the traditional sun, rounds of chaturanga. I'll do it first time modified knees and cobra, and then 2 times full chaturanga. I'll even try to jump. Don't know my foot's gonna like that, but we'll give it a try. Turn your palms, stand tall with integrity, right? With purpose. This practice is sacred. It's you and yourself, and it's so good. Okay, here we go. Modified chaturanga. Inhale, up we go. Exhale, swan dive, bend those knees. Halfway lift and a fold. Step a foot back, step another foot back, drop your knees. Okay, here's the modified. Take a breath. Exhale, lower the body. Shave those elbows by the ribs. Inhale, peel the heart up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Eyes go to the top of your mat. You'll step a foot forward, and forward fold. Roll the spine up. Absolutely nothing wrong with that version. Here's chaturanga. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. I'm not jumping back. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, halfway down. Flip your feet, push your heart. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Peek at the top of your mat. Jump forward. Halfway lift. Not so graceful. Roll the spine up. I'm going to try it one more time. I don't do a lot of chaturangas in my gentle practice. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, swan dive. Take the version that works in your body. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Feet step or jump back. Come forward an inch. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Look forward. Exhale, jump and fold. Inhale and rise. Turn your palms to catch your breath. That's tough, right? So in a class that you may attend, you're going to have a lot of chaturangas. I don't teach chaturangas typically. It's fun to try. It's fun to build up some core strength, get your heart rate going. It's just not something I practice a lot. Here's what I'd love for you to do this week. Find a variation of the sun salutation, whether that's coming to your knees and just taking that cobra where you're squeezing your heart, elbows are tucked back by your ribs, where you're coming into upward facing dog where the thighs are not on the ground. Find a lunge, do the other side, but let this sort of become an intention setting. Meditation and motions is what truly keeps us in alignment. We have no idea what's going to be over here in the future. When we get there, it'll be the now for them. So we have to learn to be in the now, and that keeps us in alignment. The minute we start stepping backwards into our past and comparing the present moment with how it used to be, or projecting into the future that it's going to be bad, it's going to be good, it's going to be this, it's going to be busy, we're going to have to wait. The minute you step there, you are out of alignment. Okay. And it may be that one of your values has nothing to do with worrying, but the minute we start projecting future or past, we're out of alignment because we're no longer living in that absolute truth of what is. Okay. So try this week to take 5 minutes of sun salutation, maybe 2 rounds, 3 rounds. See how your body feels and just see if those moments that you have, maybe 10 minutes on the mat, is starting to solidify some of the teachings that we've been working through this month. Okay? It's fun, it's good. Give it a try. I think you'll like it. If you have questions about any of those variations, or you have questions about where your feet are supposed to be or anything like that, if it doesn't feel good in your body, just reach out to me. I like to have my feet always hip distance. Just telling somebody today, like, bringing our feet together actually misaligns hips, knees, and ankles. We want to have that space, just like our legs that we've worked on all month long, having that straight line from our pelvis. So just peek every once in a while. Are your feet hip distance, or are they too close? And just make those tiny adjustments. And what happens is tiny adjustments there equate to tiny adjustments in life. We're just turning the dial a little bit and saying, hold on a minute. The minute I engage in gossip or speculation or worry or bitterness, I'm out. I'm out. Calm is a superpower. Give it a try. All right, I'll see you next Sunday on the 30th. We'll have our one more final alignment practice, and then we're going to move on to probably the coolest month. I love November because it's all about being thankful and being grateful, and we're going to spend a ton of time in our heart. So stick with me. We got one more week of alignment, and then we're going to move on. All right, take care. See ya.